So I'm here with Andrew Nembhard, the Pacers standout rookie. And Andrew, really appreciate your time. What's it been like for you being given the opportunity not only to have an impact right away, but also, feeling confident that you were going to earn that opportunity right away with this team?
Yeah, man, it's exciting. Honestly, I just this obviously as a hooper, you just love being on the court, love getting that experience, and that experience is going to take my game to the next level. So super excited about that, and I had a lot of confidence just coming in, just understanding who I am and what I could do for a team, and I think I'm just sticking to my role and trying to grow my game as it comes.
I don't want to say you hadn't been in the spotlight before because you were a top 100 recruit. You played at two blue chip programs in Florida and Gonzaga, and now obviously you're in the NBA. But from having all those experience and playing at a place like Montverde, which produced all kinds of NBA talent, or at a place like Gonzaga with, Suggs and Chet Holmgren, are you cool with sort of operating behind the scenes a little bit more and not always being the focal point?
For sure. I think like me and RJ Barrett's like a guy who me and him played alongside each other like a lot growing up, and he was the number one player in the country. So I've always been a guy who's almost been humbled in a way of like, I don't need to be the best guy on the team. I can handle my ego being just a part of the team and just trying to get better and impacting how I do it. So I've always had experience kind of in that type of role or whatever you want to call it.
I feel like any player that doesn't have just complete off the charts athleticism and isn't like 19 years old gets knocked in the draft process. And of course, it's a lot of dorks like me that are the ones that are saying what people like you are going to be. You'll be 23 in a month, which qualifies you as an older level rookie, and you were obviously an older prospect. Do you think that you were slept on at all because of your age?
100%. I think age and like just the maybe look of it or how the perception is of me kind of maybe drop my stock. But I think when it comes to basketball and hooping, I think I'm up there with the best in our rookie class, and I think that my athleticism, which is one of the biggest things they talk about, is a little underrated, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, you're at this level, so clearly you're an athlete. That's what I always got to get a kick out of with that stuff. Pretty much every scouting report I saw for you, even the ones that were praising your overall game, they had the word backup in it. It would be like, they talk about how great of a playmaker you are, and they talk about how great of a pick and roll guy you are. And then they turn around and they say, well, he's going to make a great backup point guard. And I think a lot of Pacers fans are watching you this year thinking, okay, Andrew Nembhard's going to be like the backup point guard of the future for this team. And they watch you and they're like, wait a minute, this dude's not a backup. This is a starter caliber player. Did you pay attention to any of that stuff? Did you read any of that stuff? And did that motivate you being projected as a second rounder and a backup caliber player?
Yeah, I think that's always been my kind of knock on me. Backup guy, controls the game, solid, doesn't really do too much. But I think like I don't look at any of that stuff. I just come to the game, I hoop, and I think with the way the game's moving, like it's a lot of people say I play the point. Like the point is like whoever wants to bring the ball up. Honestly, at this point, if you could make plays, shoot the ball, kind of play defense have versatility on the defensive side of the ball, I think you could play with a bunch of different lineups. So yeah, I don't really look at that kind of narrative towards me.
Maybe you've noticed this in the couple of months that you've been here, but here in Indiana, we love guys that come in with a chip and think they've been slept on. And that's sort of the Pacers' whole MO. Like, I feel it with all you guys, like kind of, hey, doubt us at your own peril. Do you feel like that mantra fits not only with you individually and a lot of the guys individually on the team, but just the team itself?
Yeah, 100%. I think for me personally, that's always been my thing. I've always been a guy who's been a little slept on and just had that kind of chip and competitiveness about me. And I think that a lot of guys, that's why I feel like I'm so comfortable here. It's like I can relate with a lot of guys. They're very, very competitive group. Guys just naturally are winners. So I think that's a great point to make about our team and just how we've been operating this season, how we've been kind of overachieving to people's standards.
Kevin Pritchard was insistent that you were a lottery level talent on draft night and that the Pacers were really fortunate to get you. And no offense, Andrew, when I heard that, I just kind of shrugged it off because that's what all team presidents and GMs say, right? They always say, oh yeah, like we're so fortunate to get whoever we ended up drafting. But in this case, it seems like it's really been true with you. Has not only Kevin, but the organization's extreme confidence and faith in you from the get-go. What's that meant for you? Has it eased your transition from the college to the pros, knowing that, hey, everybody's in my corner here. They all believe in me.
100%. I think with Chad and KP, they've just been super supportive, just allowing me to kind of grow. And obviously I'm a rookie and I got a lot of things to learn, but they've just allowed me to kind of be myself and just had confidence in me the whole time. Same with Rick too. And all the players honestly have taken me in with a lot of confidence, which allows me to just be free on the court and not have to worry about too many making mistakes or whatever it is.
Let's talk about that Western trip. You hit the buzzer beater over LeBron. You had the career night against Steph. I know you got bigger things on your mind in your career that you want to accomplish than just December regular season games, but will those moments stick with you forever, especially being a rookie and being on that stage for the first time and coming through like that?
100%. Just like my first season being a rookie, that was my first time seeing Bron. Like that was my first time seeing Steph. Like those are like exciting moments, obviously. And it's just like I just try to let loose and kind of just clear my mind and just play a free game out there, and that's let the chips fall where they fall, really.
If it was my apartment, man, I would screenshot that video and I just like get it blown up. And here's my kitchen. Oh, here's me shooting a game winner over LeBron. Like, here's my living room. Oh, here's Steph Curry shaking his head. I mean, I just keep that stuff. I know you got bigger fish to fry, but I'd hold on to that forever.
Nah, you're right. I got a poster already. They as you just said, Chad just got me a poster of me shooting over LeBron. So that's gonna stick with me for sure.
That's awesome. I know you want to do what's best for the team and are always willing to do that. But when you have performances like you had at Golden State and and I'm sure this was the case at Gonzaga too, deep down you could perform at that level. You can be a franchise level, a top level guy. Is it hard sometimes to then turn around and go back to accepting a different and sometimes a lesser role?
Yeah. I don't think so, honestly. I think like my main focus is, and I think this is why I've been playing well, is I don't worry about any of that other stuff. I just come in the game. I try to compete, do my job, what the team needs from me. If Ty's in the game, he's making a lot of plays, Buddy's making a lot of plays. I want to bring energy on the defensive side of the ball, connected on the offensive side, and just let it come to me. I don't want to kind of put these things in my head where I got to be this guy and I'm over there kind of sulking because I don't got a lot of shots. I just want to play the game, and that will come. I'm only a rookie. I've only played like 20, 30 games. So
I know you haven't been around town that much, especially being out west for so long, but have you been getting noticed more, walking around more? Fans come up to you and say, hey, Andrew Nembhard, Steph Curry, LeBron James, buzzer beater in LA, all of that?
Definitely. I think just maybe I haven't been walking around doing much outside the gym, honestly, but
sure.
Like just at the games, though, I've definitely heard some more like Nembhard and stuff like that from the crowd and stuff. So it's nice to hear, obviously. Yeah, that comes with it.
You look around, last thing, this family atmosphere a lot at these Pacers games, and I got a 6-year-old, or you see kids in the stands and they got little jerseys on. What do you want those young fans in Indiana, when they watch Andrew Nembhard play, what do you want them to say?
Man, I just want them to say, like, look at the guy who is not projected to be this or doesn't really look the part, and whatever the narrative might be, and just give confidence to just little kids, and just like, you can do what you want as long as you put work into it, you care for it, you enjoy it. You can do whatever you want, whether it's basketball, outside of basketball.
It's been really exciting watching you play, man. Best of luck for the rest of the season and keep up the great work. Thanks so much for giving me some time today.
100%. Thank you, brother.